single day, I'm gonna make something great.
Hello you guys, welcome to Tomorrow Again. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed. And for those of you who aren't familiar with this channel, it's primarily about the world of the paranormal, me giving some psychic predictions about things, and metaphysics. It's sort of a combination of all of the above. But I want to talk to you guys today about something that one of my viewers recommended. She asked very kindly if I would look into this situation. Within an hour that she asked me to do it, or that I read her request, I began to look into it. But it has taken me so long to actually record this video because, to be honest with you guys, this case was making me very angry, and I didn't want to approach it with emotion. I wanted to approach it as a psychic, as someone that's neutral, so that I could get the most true answers that I could get. Okay, just to back up a little bit, I'm talking about Christopher Watts, who has been arrested. He's been accused and charged with killing his family, his pregnant wife and his two small children, Bella and Celeste. They were 3 and 4 years old, Bella being the oldest of the two kids. And sometimes when I approach a reading, I just want to see the pictures. I just want to look into the faces of the victims and look into the face of people involved, people around them, and I try to be very neutral so that I can get the best answer. And I believe that is the best way to approach any kind of reading. So Celeste, I'm sorry, I looked into Shanann's eyes, and I wanted to, I guess, confirm to myself that I was on the right path psychically to seeing what's going on. Because being a psychic is not magic. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work in trying to remain neutral. And as I said earlier, I was getting very angry over this case, and I wanted to approach it very neutral, very calm. So I began this way. I looked into the eyes of Christopher Watts' wife, Shanann, and she told me, her spirit told me, it happened overnight. As a matter of fact, she told me 2 things. Now, mind you, this is before I read anything. I don't know, I read so many missing persons cases, murder cases, missing children. I just don't have the energy to absorb everything that's going on out there. But because one of my subscribers or one of my viewers recommended this case, I considered that a call to action and that I needed to do it. I looked into Shanann's eyes, and she told me it happened overnight. And then I saw the oldest child, Bella, and I looked into her eyes, and I began to see what would have been her future if this hadn't happened to her. And I began to see that she was telling me something. And she was very afraid to tell anyone that she was being harmed. And what really happened that night, you guys, Shanann did return home from a business trip. And when she came inside the house, her plan was to confront her husband about something that he had been doing, that she suspected that he had been doing. And she told her friend, she told several people that she was going to do this. And she also mentioned to her friends that he's probably going to try to kill me. He's probably going to try to harm me. Whether or not she actually believed that, I honestly don't know, but I do know that those words passed her lips. She told someone that she feared his reaction to her confronting her husband. Well, when she got in the house, she did confront him. Now, something was seen on a baby monitor, but Christopher Watts has it backwards. He didn't see anything on a baby monitor. His wife saw something on a baby monitor, and that led to accusations of sexual abuse to a child. And that is where a lot of my anger is coming from. And I wrestled whether or not to even say this, because after I did the reading, after I put my notes on paper, I began to read about the case, and I began to understand that it wasn't mentioned anything. There was nothing mentioned about sexual abuse, but the victims told me through their spirit, for lack of a better word, that the oldest girl in particular had suffered this. And the mother had suspected it because of something that she saw through the baby monitor, unbeknownst to her husband. He killed all 3 of his family members, and he did it all the same day, within the same time frame. I know some people had said, I read after I did the reading, that some people had said that he killed his children first, and then he killed his wife. The little girl, Bella, she's communicating to me that she saw some of this. So I'm not really sure what order anyone was killed. I just know that his daughter's eyes show me that some of this she was aware of, unfortunately. And there's no mystery. He did it, and he did it because he didn't want to be exposed. This man is a sexual deviant. He is a predator. He is extremely dangerous. He is hedonistic and out of control. And he's very, very angry right now because he feels he's been exposed and he can no longer do what he was doing before. It was also mentioned in this case that he may have been having an affair. Yes, he was. He was definitely active with several people. And another thing I wanted to add to this, and then I'm going to be finished with it. He went to the gym and he was trying to get his arms buff. And in a way, these murders were premeditated because it was always on his mind to do this. And he felt like he could collect on the insurance money, and he felt that he could have a life free of being a husband and a father. This is something that's been brewing in this man for a long time. His wife had a way of kind of handling him for a while. She kind of felt like she could handle him, and she held a lot of anger toward him for just various things throughout the years. He did not want a third child. He told her that, and she sort of reacted in a passive-aggressive manner by surprising him of this pregnancy, this new pregnancy. These 3 family members were complete victims of this man's narcissistic rage, his feelings of he had feelings that, he should be able to do what he wanted with whomever he wanted. He had as I said earlier, had very, very deviant sexual fantasies, some in which some people, and as this case, plays out in court, I think, it's going to make sense that some people close to him had suspicions of his deviant behavior, who will be displaying some guilt. I don't think people knew the full extent of his behavior, but I think they were definitely suspect. And once again, he's definitely guilty. He did it. And I don't say that as a judgmental thing, like I'm the judge, because, you know, all I am is providing a psychic opinion. This is all my opinion as to what happened. So I hope this helps. I hope justice is done. And may Shanann, Bella, and little Cece, may they rest in peace, and they're no longer the victims of his crazy desires. His crazy, and I don't know any other word to use, I guess narcissistic desires, and his narcissistic need to be what he was and what he always will be. This is Tomorrow again, wishing you guys the best of the best. Thank you. And I'm sending wishes and energy of peace to each and every one of you. And may you always remember that positivity wins no matter what. Thank you.